Happy Friday, middle of December already, which is so crazy. My name is Sammy, and I'm here for a show and tell where we're going to highlight some really cool things that people are doing with their Oh My High websites. So let me just make sure we're pulling everything up correctly. I am so excited to be here. We are nearing year end. 2026 is on the horizon. Hopefully you've been doing some planning, and your website can be a big part of that, a big part of engaging with new audiences, helping with conversions, building your business the way that you want. So I'm grateful to be here to kind of highlight some Oh My High websites, and hopefully inspire you as you go into the last few weeks of the year and plan for what 2026 looks like for you. So we're just going to go through 3 websites quickly. Let me just move you over here, share my screen. And if you're watching us or joining us, make sure you say hey, hey, hello. Would love to answer your questions in real time. Okay, so let's see, is this, okay, we are sharing. So this is Stephanie Presley's website, and this is a landing page that she has for her homeschool edition. And what I love about a good landing page is like the ability for people to kind of choose their own adventure and get to the decision as they want. Oops. Clicked the wrong button. So for people to get more information if they want it, but when they're ready to buy, they're ready to buy. And so here saying like a cozy practical workshop to help you create holiday season marked by peace, purpose, and presence, not overwhelmed, guilt, or burnout. Having this at the very top is great. And then she gives you the option. If I click save my spot, I'm ready to go. Let's get started. But if I don't homeschool, or I think maybe this isn't for me, right now she's going to drop you down to an area of the page that's going to give information on who this is for, and maybe it is still for you. So capturing people right away when they're ready to purchase and giving people something to kind of get rid of one of their objections and still potentially get them into the program. Oh, hi, Colleen. I'm glad you're in beautiful San Diego. I'm in really, really cold Minneapolis right now. Just had to turn my space heater off for this call so that I didn't have it being too loud in the background. Okay, so then you've got your event details. She's doing a great job with the formatting here. Save my spot. All of this stuff. Like this is your standard kind of landing page stuff. Again, this is where it drops you down to for the but I don't homeschool. And then she's got her form. Save your spot. Come as you are. Leave refresh. You fill this out. Click holidays handled, and you're registered. So a great feature within Oh My High to be able to get people to come to digital workshops. You can also use this if you are selling physical products, but just something really to think about as you expand your offerings. You can use Oh My High to really just create your registration and get people engaged and get people signed up for what it is that you're doing. So this is a great example of a short, sweet, and simple sales page for a product that makes it easy for the user experience with some anchor links and a quick and easy form. And the other thing that I want to mention here too before we bounce from this is she doesn't ask a ton of questions. She's only requiring a few things. So she's only requiring first name and email because that's how she's going to be communicating, I assume, with her audience. But she does also add this question: what part of the holidays do you want to handle better? It's going to give her a little bit of an idea of how her audience engages and interacts and what they're looking for, but it's not required. So she's not going to force people to have to put that in order to register. So a great use of a form also with regards to what types of information are we asking for, what's best to have, what are we requiring, all that. So great job, Stephanie. So now we're going to jump to Evelyn, and Evelyn has a whole lot going on this whole page, but we're just going to show one section. There's been a lot of really cool things that people are doing with holiday pages. So we've shared some in the past with like Halloween or fall, like seasonal types of things. So there's lots of creative things you can do to share the products, services that you have during the holiday season. They don't necessarily have to be holiday specific. They might be just you want to highlight them in a different way or a different use for this season. But this is kind of a fun thing that Evelyn did. So 12 Days of Christmas, click an ornament to reveal a beauty, health, or wellness tip. So she can use this to get in front of her audience every single day for 12 days to engage them and have them come back to her site. And then when you click on an ornament, it gives you this little box that pops below. Declutter, one small space, clear surroundings, inspire clear thoughts, right? So you can kind of click on them and see different things. You can see these two were kind of more around just, this one was music, more around just fun lifestyle things. But then here, number 3, pamper your hands, use hand cream before bed, and you know she's got that product farther up on the page. So all of these things are kind of related to the products and services that she sells, and so it's just kind of a super fun, interactive way to get people back to your website multiple times to take a look at all the things that you have. Because we know that people need to see things multiple times before they're ready to make a buying decision. And this is farther down on her Christmas page. So you do have to scroll to get to it, which I love, because they're seeing all of the additional things that maybe they've been thinking about, and can connect. And you're also building trust, building kind of that, this is who I am, this is how I serve, and this is why you're going to want to be coming back to me even more throughout the whole next year, because I have this amazing value that I'm here to provide to you, and it's super fun. Yeah, okay, cool. And you can use this idea for anything, like all sorts of different things. So we're going to go to our last one, and I'm telling you, we are flying through these. This is only 105, and we are already almost on our last one. So these ones typically go quick. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in, or if there's things that you're looking to do with your website and not quite sure yet what's the best way to do it, I'm here for you. Go ahead and pop those in. But this is an example of the new Oh My High Capture and Convert pages. So we wanted to show this off. Beautiful, super clean, really easy. And so on the left side, I'm your go-to creator for heart-centered stories that teach emotional understanding, right? A little blurb about who you serve, and easy ways for people to connect with you. And these buttons are so customizable, so you can make them whatever you want. You can push people to wherever you want. So it works for all industries, no matter what product or service you're selling. So it could be, she's got social media here. She's got her shop, a key to home, her product, but it could also be things like if you have a podcast, or you have digital products, or you have a blog that you want to push people to, right? Like you can make these buttons whatever you want, but this is a great way. And then here, a new adventure on the way. Launch day news first, subscribe for updates and a closer look at the journey to book 2. So Vanessa's an author. So this is kind of when we say capture and convert, right? You're getting people, if they're kind of at the beginning phase of getting to know you, they can kind of, creep around and see more about what you're all about. If they're really excited about what it is that you're doing, then they can go ahead and get this, sign up for your email list, join the wait list, and get that information first. And I think what she's done really well here is made it very clear about what you're getting. So a new adventure is on the way. A new book is coming. And if you want to know about it first, subscribe, because you're going to get kind of the sneak peek behind the scenes, all of that stuff. And what else is really great here is this whole thing is kind of captured above the fold. So meaning before you have to scroll to look for anything else, this information is here. It's ready for you. I can very clearly see what I need to do, and I can take action. However, if I am not quite ready and I want to know more and I scroll down, then I get to know more about Vanessa. Okay, she's a children's author, guide young readers through big feelings. So she's giving me a very great quick snapshot about who she is and if I'm the right audience for her. And then she goes into a few of her favorite things and a link to her Instagram. So again, a great way to just very quickly share what you're up to, share what you have to offer, and share kind of how you're supporting your audience, and if I'm the right fit for you, and giving me a way to connect with you. And listen, friends, that is literally it. Oops, hang on, let me stop sharing my screen for today. I know that was a quick down and dirty show and tell, but we are in December and we are busy. We are trying to get all of the things done, getting all of our holiday sales going, all of our planning for 2026. So short and sweet, but hopefully gave you some great ideas for what you can do going into 2026. Make sure when you're putting your plans together, your website is part of that planning process. Remember, try to have at least monthly dates with your website to where you can make sure your announcement bar is correct and your headers are great and you've updated your my favorite things or my products, right? Make a date with your website every single month. Or if you're in development, make sure that you are blocking off time and treating your website just like you would your customers, so that your customers, when they land there, are getting all of the great information that you have for them, the best information, the most relevant information. So put your website in your 2026 plans, just like you do everything else. Give it the love and attention that it needs. It doesn't need much if you stick with it on a regular basis, but there's some pretty incredible features that have been added to Oh My High this year that allow you to run your business the way that you want to run it. And can't wait to see what's in store for 2026 because you know it's going to be incredible. So thank you for being here. Hi, Diana. Hi, Colleen. I said hi to you already. But I hope that you all have a wonderful holiday season. Thank you for joining me for this quick video, and I will see you in 2026.